Hi, I'm Doyle with Southern Paranormal. Tonight we're at another haunted location. We're at the Old Lincoln Hospital in Fayetteville, Tennessee. I'm joined here with Mr. Mark Kelso. He has had many experiences in this location. He's gracious enough to come out and talk with us and tell us some of his stories, and he's going to give us a walkthrough of the location. You've probably seen this show featured on Ghost Adventures and a few other TV shows as well. We decided to come here and dig in and see what we could find ourselves. What are some of the things that have you experienced in the location?
Well, I started working here initially back in 1973, and most of my experiences was really collecting stories from other employees that I worked with that had experiences. I didn't have any first-hand experiences until I started bringing paranormal groups here. But I worked here, like I said, for 2 or 3 years in the early 70s, and then I came back in the late 90s and worked here, and still currently employed by the hospital system. But worked here up until the hospital moved to its current location, which was September 10th, 2011. I'm sorry, 2001. The day before
9/11.
Yeah, the day before 9/11. So forth.
So, and you said several paranormal groups through.
Yeah.
And you've seen some of the stuff that they've caught. It didn't surprise you at the times?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I came up here basically as a virgin for paranormal investigation, had no idea what I was getting into. And I had definitely found it to be interesting, and I tend to try to rule everything out, try to find a cause for it and so forth. Right. I tend to really pay more attention to the stories that have happened to more than one individual and are the same,
right,
and so forth. And the first trip, we collected over 400 recordings of the spirits talking to us on tape.
400.
And roughly about 15 questionable photographs. And one of the things I had looked into was, people claim that a lot of the conversations or things you get from are interference from like ham radios, things apparently with spirit boxes and so forth. Right. We did one spirit box session up here, and there was information that was given to us that nobody with a ham radio would have known. Only myself and the person that was actually talking to the spirit at the time would have known that information.
Where was that captured at in here?
That was actually in the snack bar, which we'll go into, and I'll give you a story about that one. But we had several cases out of those 400 recordings. You had the typical ones that would get out here, leave me alone, you're welcome, thanks, so forth. But we actually had some of them that inserted comments into our conversations that were going on between us.
Oh, wow. So, I mean, a lot of times that's when you catch your best evidence is when you're unaware and you let your guard down, so to speak,
Yeah, I mean, we were sitting there having a conversation between ourselves, going up and down a stairwell, and in one of the recorders, one of the spirits put their 2 cents in as we were going up and down the stairs, and when I'll take you there, I'll tell you that story and stuff.
All right, for the most part, spirits are of friendly nature, or is there others in here, or?
We've never had any
negative.
Never had any physical confrontation. We've had plenty of them tell us where to go and to get out and so forth. And of course, we've always done a prayer before we went in for God's protection, and when we left, so we don't take anybody home with us.
Right. Don't need any pastors coming back home, do we?
Right.
Well, Mr. Kelso is fixing to take us in and show us some of the places and where some of the activity occurred at. Y'all come along, y'all should find this interesting.
Well, maybe you can answer a question for me.
Sure.
The first time we came up here, there was no power on. There were fluorescent lights still hanging up here in the ceiling. I took a photograph straight down the hallway, like where you're standing. I was actually standing back further, but right through the doorway here and so forth. The light fixture up here had 4 different colored light beams coming out of it.
Really?
In the photograph.
Oh, wow. It don't sound like a reflection of any kind.
And facing that window back there.
Wow.
So.
You still got that photograph, or?
Yeah, I think so. But I never had been able to figure out why it would have been. It wasn't like an orb, it was like strings of light.
We'd like to show that to our, our viewers and everything.
I figured some photography experts will come up with an answer for that, but nobody.
Ain't nobody said anything yet, huh?
Okay, this is the OB unit. As I said, I I personally brought six paranormal groups here. That would actually be about 3 different groups. And I've talked to numerous ones that have come through here. One of the things I kept getting from all the other groups is that OB was unbelievably haunted. We were never finding anything in OB. The old story of hearing babies cry, I've heard in every hospital I have worked in, and I've been in the medical field for over 40 years. I don't put a lot of faith into that story. You know, that everybody hears babies crying in an OB unit. But they all said that, you know, it was just, one guy described it as the portal to hell. And we never picked anything up in here. I mean, so the last time we were up here, we brought a CD player, and one of the guys had a CD of what he called hospital sounds. To me, it was extremely irritating. Pages, ambulances going on, people screaming, all this stuff. He had some bright idea. He thought this might make the spirits more active. We put it in a CD player in the intersection down there by the front desk that we came through a while back. And it wouldn't play because they had recorded it on a computer or had copied it on a computer. Just kept telling us the wrong format. So we decided on that particular trip we were going to spend a lot of time in OB, and we spent close to an hour in this one location, which we never spent that much time in one location. We weren't getting any activity and nothing was happening. And I finally got tired and I went over here and flopped my rear up on that counter right there. And I said, is anybody here that wants to talk to us? 4 of the people stayed there with me. And all of a sudden this voice goes, yes. And we all immediately looked up. And I said, did you work here? Yes.
Right.
Did you work here when it was a hospital? No. One of the women in our group says, did you take care of the babies? I said, he just said he didn't work here when it was a hospital. He goes, he. I said, did you work here when it was a college? Yes. What kind of work did you do? Paperwork. And then all of a sudden that CD player started playing. Full volume, blared out. Every one of us jumped out of our shoes. But,
how long ago's that been?
that was the last group that I brought up here, which was maybe about 3 years ago. And, but I still know the primary OB doctor, who's a good friend of mine. And I asked her, I knew that when she was in medical school, that she had actually lived in a haunted house. Because she had told me stories about it. And I told her, I said, you know, I've taken all these paranormal groups about your old unit being so haunted. And she said, oh, that place drives me crazy. And I said, what'd you experience? She said, I go into a patient's room to see a patient. And I'd leave the door open. She said, you remember how heavy those doors are? And I said, yeah. Mm-hmm. And she said, I'd turn around and somebody shut the door and I'd walk into the door. And it happened to me all the time.
Kind of playful, huh?
Grab hold of that door.
Boy.
It's not light, is it?
No, sir, it isn't.
That ain't gonna close with wind.
No way. Not even the good push, you know. It immediately stops. Wow.
And as I said earlier, there was the young kids that had the airsoft, and she reported the same thing. She'd be in there in the room vacuuming, and somebody come around and shut the door behind her.
Awesome, awesome.
We're going around to the emergency room here.
Did y'all bump into each other?
Oh. You want to know what's back there? Huh?
What's back there?
Well, those are delivery rooms. I just saw you. I mean, if you're going to spend the night here, I thought I might tell you where you were.
Okay.
It's going to be real easy to get lost here.
Yes.
In one room for 2 decades, they've had a man that appeared in a patient's room that patients were called over and over for.
Metaphysics. Record. Drag. Quick.
Hey, let me turn my obvious on too. Hold on.
Well, we got a time.
Hold on just a second, I'll give you a time.
We're in the maternity ward
Take your mouth. Take your mouth.
at Lincoln County Hospital. Set the recorder on the corner,
Time, 11:01.
11:01. Y'all wanna start maternity ward? Uh,
You're a nurse, where at? Laura's duty angle. Is anyone in here with us? We got these devices that you can talk into, including. Yeah. I'm a little crazy here. Still not got a lot of power up.
watch where you set stuff.
Spike it.
Ledge.
What was that?
Ledge.
Careful where you set your stuff.
I know, water. I just
There's
saw
water
that.
all over the place.
We got two devices that will let you manipulate and form words. They use English dictionaries. We got one at each end of the table. Can you make either one or both? Why don't you make both say the same word for us? Can you tell us your name? Everyone here is open to communication. Is Donald moving a little bit?
Sorry, trying to be quiet.
Hey, we're getting spikes over there,
Where?
right in front of you.
It's probably this.
Well, it wasn't close enough to it, was it?
Back up.
That's 0.5 maybe.
Back up.
Hum.
What'd it say?
Hum.
Huh?
Thank you very much.
Oh my God.
Wishful thinking.
My name's Tammy. I mean you no harm. I come in respect. Can you communicate with us? I'm a nurse. Can I help you?
Velcro noise.
Do what?
Velcro noise, just letting y'all know.
Oh. Welcome to everybody that's just joined us. We're at the Lincoln County Hospital in Fayetteville, Tennessee, conducting the paranormal investigation.
Can you make a noise? Can you make a knock?
Dune. Wisdom.
Wisdom?
After. Rule. Always.
Damn.
Now, why is yours so lively and yours isn't?
Mine's lazy. I guess.
I'm cutting my radio off. We're all here anyway.
Can you give us a name or
And we're trying to make the spirits talk, brother. My sister?
where are we at in the hospital?
Maternity ward. Barbara?
Not you.
Oh.
We got confirmation. We're in the maternity ward.
I thought you were really asking me. What went off?
That was me. Did you just move that?
What?
Move this.
Yeah. No, the millimeter. Did you do anything to the millimeter?
I don't know. I don't think so.
And I was
Yeah.
focused on Gavin walking out. I didn't
don't
have the
know.
camera that way. Why? What'd you say? Or
I heard footsteps coming down that hallway.
are you coming to join us? Come on down.
All right. Where is your camera facing?
Can you see her a millimeter?
Can you see that?
No.
All right.
Did I?
I don't even have you, I've got the K2.
It
and all
was
the
doing
way to
that right
this
there.
wall.
I didn't hear anything.
It was doing that right there whenever I was standing right there, and I thought maybe you bumped it or something.
And I turned off, Gavin walked out and I turned the light to him and the camera that away.
I mean, Tammy might have bumped it.
I might have bumped it and not known it, but I don't think so.
Because I was standing right here and I was like,
Thanks for the love, guys. But that's how it always is too, you know? I mean, when you think you see something, you're facing the opposite direction.
It's constantly on.
And you ain't, say, we're trying to find them. We ain't hunting.
I'm gonna turn this off and turn it back on.
What type of equipment that? She's got a millimeter that also senses temperature. What else does that one do?
This is a REM pod,
It's got proximity sensor on it,
temperature,
and she's got Ovilus in her other hand. She's
Ovilus 4.
Ovilus 4. We've also got an Ovilus 5 sitting here. We got a recorder here. We've got this is going on, but I'm afraid it's going to be a lot of electronics. We got a EMF detector here, and I see voice recorders set everywhere. And of course, we got our cameras rolling there. Gavin's got what you got over here, Gavin?
I've got an EDI and then a recorder that also, an EVP recorder that also has a 5-second delay on it. So I'm listening to sounds 5 seconds afterwards so I can hear an EVP at right now and say something
Oh, in real time.
in real time.
Wow.
Cool.
So what did you call that box?
This is an EDI. It's got temperature, geophone, and an EMF. So if I want, I can turn that on and leave it on the counter, and if this moves, actually, I can put it by
You
yours.
can do it from down here.
And if this moves, this will tell.
Oh wow.
So we can take a look to see if that does move again.
Okay.
The ghost.
Ooh, big spike. And it's not that.
That's the EMF.
But it's not it went up to 3 and it's
I want to welcome everybody on. We're Southern
Shot
Paranormal.
up to 3.3.
We've been investigating for
Do you think that would,
a little over a year
wait a minute.
on the
It's
most haunted
7.8.
places in America.
Yeah,
Tonight we're at the
Oh,
old
that's
Lincoln
just-
County
yeah, that's
just
Hospital in
moving it.
Fayetteville, Tennessee.
that's just moving it. The EMF here will turn blue. Say that was my finger on it.
okay.
So the darker it gets like that, the darker it gets, the more intense the EVP is. All right, what's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, it shot to 3.3 just a second ago. So maybe we got,
Because if it was something, yeah. 'cause
The
it
looking
wouldn't do
crew's
that.
joining us here tonight.
If this was actually interference from these, then it would be fairly constant.
We just got started tonight. What hospital? This is the old Fayetteville Hospital,
I'm gonna turn this off.
the old Lincoln County Hospital in Fayetteville, Tennessee. And we just now got started.
Can you make that light up again?
What's behind her?
My butt.
Is there something behind you? I don't know.
Where? Over here
If they hadn't replied back yet.
or over here?
probably a reflection in it.
That glass.
Yeah. See, I'm moving.
You know, my EVP
Was it
detector
Jay?
keeps going off.
The open door. What behind the open door?
There's something hanging
red-
here.
The red light.
The red light is the
Yeah,
camera.
that's the camera down there.
Wallway. Hallway? Well, I mean, what do you see? Oh, the red
That's
light?
just the red light. That's the infrared, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hall. What, I mean, what do you see down the hall, man? So a lot of times y'all can see things that we're not paying attention to. Someone walked by?
What?
Did someone walk by in the hallway behind you? And we'll need to mark that, probably look at it on this.
Anti-lot.
Well, what?
Cave. Empty. Carbon. Communicate.
You done?
Trying to communicate with us?
That was an obulus. It takes the energy in the room or in the area and converts it to phonics, or speech, in other words. Hey guys, y'all let us know if you see anything.
How many you got?
I mean, it's been a lot of times that
Can you communicate?
we've been at
Is there something else in the
places
box?
that y'all have seen things or heard things that we didn't. I'm not sure if they allow Ouija board here, do they?
That might be a movie.
What was the words obvious just said, Tammy?
Communicate. Let's see, hold on, I have to take gloves off.
You catching this?
7.
Are we getting
Yeah.
wild
That's
hits
the-
here?
It's EMF and that's geophone too.
West.
West?
Is this the west wing?
Yes.
Yes, it is. We're in the west wing.
Yeah, and this is
Okay,
going
we're getting a
off,
little
too.
activity picking up. We're going from the EDI. We're getting obviously saying west.
I asked where we were at in hospital, and it said west, so we're in the west wing.
Right behind Shadow. What Shadow right behind where? Donald? Had it pointing that direction a while ago.
I'm on a scope.
And now look at everything has just settled down. No one has moved from it. We got a little bit of K2. Yeah, we got a good bit of K2
And
right there.
it's still getting some
Oh, is it?
EMF. It's still going.
And so it's gone.
The lighter the color, the less intense the EMF is.
Ask more questions. Who's got a question? Give me a question. We'll let the audience answer questions.
Yeah. Interaction.
I think this K2.
That's mine.
What's your name? Tell us your name. We should have asked the Powerball numbers.
Do what?
They said we
Yeah.
should ask the Powerball numbers.
What's some good numbers on the next Powerball?
Why are you still in this location? Did you pass away? We're getting some good hits after that question.
Yeah, look at that.
That generated a good little response. Is there a reason that you're still in the location where you may have passed?
Yo, please share.
What'd you hear?
Y'all hear all that popping and
Corner
stuff?
there.
Yeah.
Maternity ward has a lot of activity. It's been reported here as the reason we're here. Give us a sign, knock on the wall. We hear that you will return a knock. We're asking for you to return a knock. Did I hear that?
I heard that.
Let's do it again.
Knock the damn wall down.
K2.
Give the old
is all
shaving
red.
haircut.
Show yourself to us. Are you male or female? How did you die? Mine is quiet over here, but look at this. Oh, it's definitely going off over here.
You hear all that knocking?
I hear it.
Going nuts.
If that's you knocking, can you knock again? Do it one more time for me, knock again. Can you knock a little louder? Please?
Thanks for the love, guys.
David's on.
There's a lens flare, just like was in those pictures, man, right here. I'm mimicking that one, those pictures that we got from what it wants us to do the investigation. But, well, something, I mean,
What was your ovulus
Right.
saying?
I ain't got my glasses on so I can't see.
see? That lens flare?
Yeah.
I was saying place, road, wings.
Thanks for the heart. Y'all share the broadcast.
Yeah, y'all share the broadcast, please. Bring some more in.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see us anymore? Can anyone see us? Everything's frozen, they said. I'm seeing everything. Seeing people join.
Turn the stop sign back on.
Hey guys, can y'all see us?
Alright, I'm gonna move this here.
I see you, great.
Befriend.
Alright.
Inner. Pastor.
Pastor, I'm here.
It said befriend, enter pastor. And that was going off.
Same time, what did it say when I entered the morgue at U.S. Marine?
Huh?
When I came in the morgue, it said pastor.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Let's go, Casper, yeah.
There's no reason why the geophone should be going. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the van. I gotta get some batteries for this. It's about to run out, which is odd because I put fresh batteries in.
What's the battery on the camera?
28 minutes.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got one
You
in
need
my
it
pocket.
now?
No, I got one in my pocket.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll be back.
Okay.
Y'all come and talk to us. Say hello to Gavin walking out.
Other stream lost connection.
I need you to touch me. Well, it's not that ghost hunting is better at night. I mean, it's not that it always happens at night.
Less
Keeps you,
contamination.
it shadows and stuff from outside light if it was during the day.
Right, exactly. Lights, sun shining through windows creates shadows, different things like this. You're in a more controlled environment like this. I mean, we know that there's
Crazy.
no lights coming in other than our own. So,
Hey Joel, back up away from that K2.
I see it going off.
Could it be this? What is this? Oh, that's his.
Wasn't there,
Look here, knock back here and over there. And we're continuously getting readings. The blue means that it's picking stuff up. Which you can see on the meter over there. It's also,
You hear that?
I hear it.
I feel really cold right
I
here.
do too. I'm getting cold. On the back, underneath me, kind of.
Yeah. You feeling that? I keep hearing noises over here. Like there's some going behind over there in the hallway. And I hear some over here on the left of me. It feels like a temperature dropped in here.
Here comes Doyle back.
What if it's doing SP11? session. Where'd Donald go?
Who's that there?
We're just doing SB 11. We hadn't done one yet. We've never used it. Me and Gavin both bought one at the same time. We should have checked with each other beforehand.
Yeah, really. Yes. Turns out our birthdays are the same birthday.
Maybe we got on.
I'm 22, but I probably made somebody upset.
Why?
They were trying to debate the Bible with me.
Debate the Bible
I
with you.
told them that if, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, look, you mentioned the Bible and the
Hey, you want to
went
hold
off.
this real quick? Let me get this going. Just like for a light display.
Okay. Now get the
Smart.
SB11 going here. Hi, Tex.
Alright, we're on FM.
Okay, I'm going to come around here so we can see the panel.
Just 1, 2.
And
We're
that's
getting
just
temperature change. Temperature is it's gonna go off if it goes +1 or -1,
Oh,
which is, it's,
Rudy Soap.
okay, there we go.
That's an interesting one. Rudy Soap.
How about we go reverse on one and forward on the other one?
There you go.
Let's
Okay.
not do it in reverse.
There's the
There we go.
SB11 soap. What, the sweet, what do you have?
Sweep rate,
Right.
I'm not really sure. One's at 150 and one's at 50, I guess.
Now you
We're
played
both
with
on the
this, you know
FM
what
is
you're doing.
reading.
And you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what state are we in?
right.
Survives me
I
the
don't
same
know,
every
we
time.
day
went
is
through
it?
3 today, so.
Yeah, what day is it? Okay, guys, we've got a little device here. It's going to generate some white noise. Now, where's the volume?
No, it's okay.
All right, I'm going to set this up here. Come and talk to us. This will generate some white noise for you to come speak with us. We understand, and we hear that you understand how to use this.
Okay, I just gonna come through. I wanted to check to see if that was gonna do it.
Let's hear your voice. We'd like to hear from everyone in here. Where's everyone from right now? Is Texas still on with us? What's going on?
That's the EMF detector going off. See, my EMF is going off, that is, the K2 is going off.
Is this one sitting, that one off there?
Yeah. Yes, why? Oh, did you think it was attached? Well, you,
Hey guys, yeah, come on.
there's some,
Okay, can you bring it to the rear table? Well, just soon sticking up the electromagnetic energy in the location. There's no power in this location, guys, let me tell you, okay? Yeah, we have things that are battery operated. And I put them in two things. No, I'll just wait like it.
yeah, that's coming from there. And that's my SPLA.
Let's put that off.
Yeah.
Okay, with all this activity, man, you've got to be around us. You've got to be. See this device here? Talk to us through it. Let us hear you. We're the biggest skeptics in the world standing right here in the middle of this hospital. Prove us wrong. Reach and grab one of us. Is that you? Who are we talking to? What's your name? Okay, we've got two things going off right now. And a proximity meter going off. It's too much of a coincidence right there.
Do you work here?
Well, I mean, everything's going off over there.
It just said touch. Touch.
Touch?
Touch?
Touch.
I don't know if mine's going off over there or not.
You can hear me, come over and touch me.
Put that over by yours.
You have my permission to make physical contact with me.
I'm curious now, that's going off like crazy. Let me see.
Oh, is it making yours go off? Are you gonna touch one of us?
Is that temperature on?
That's temperature, yeah.
There we go, proximity going off again. That's what should be setting that off.
Anything at all in the Oh, God, definitely not this. Nothing to it.
This is
Oh,
unplugged.
it's unplugged. Yeah,
But
okay.
there's no power anyway.
Yeah, that's
no,
right,
there's
that's
no
for
power.
power. But phone lines do carry a certain power if they're
Yeah.
working. I found that out the hard way one time and
It's
Just one wire.
You have to see this that didn't have the thing in it.
welcome everyone that's just joined us. We are Southern Paranormal. We have been through some of the most common places in the United States. From Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum in West Virginia to Brownsville State Penitentiary, Falls Springs. We are now at Fayetteville, Tennessee, at the old Lincoln County Hospital, conducting an investigation.
That changes.
Thanks for the hearts, guys.
Who's on the red heart
Welcome.
Yeah, he's giving all the red hearts up.
Oh.
Is your camera dead
Sir?
yet?
Well, I was gonna say last time when you were at King's Tavern, if you saw a lot of hearts coming out, it was me because I didn't know what I was doing.
I don't even know how you do hearts.
I didn't know either. I just, for some reason, I think I pressed like or something.